things that are supposed to be fun, it doesn't hit the same way like it used to.
And life ain't just life no more, man. This drives.
Humans are experiencing zoochosis. I 100% believe that. So zoochosis is basically a form of mental illness that animals get from being in a zoo, from having a repetitive lifestyle that is not natural to them. The government can solve hunger by simply planting fruit trees on the streets, but they refuse to do that because they engineer homelessness to teach you what happens if you fall out of line.
I leave the internet for like 5 seconds. I can't even leave y'all by yourself. And now all of a sudden, there's a trend saying that we suffer from zoochosis. Let's get into this video. 15,000 likes. Subscribe to this channel. We lit over here, baby. Let's get it.
Damn, ain't no TSA. This shit crazy. Damn, this is crazy. The whole airport shut down. Nobody came to work. Damn.
Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Look, man, that's why I stay my ass off these planes. I'm not trying to fearmonger nobody, but we've been saying this for a long time, man. First of all, the maintenance on these things have been sketchy, first of all. Then people quitting their jobs, they're not paying enough, and then also the government shut down. The government shut down. Bro, they not paying people, so how you think, man, look, y'all gotta think about the maintenance on these things. Everything is not being checked like once before. And still, you know, every so often things will fall out the sky. That happens. That's the chances that you take when you fly. But look, I'm going to lead by example. There's other ways of travel. If you need to get somewhere very fast, take a flight if you need to. You feel me? But I'm buying an RV. I'm going on tour too. I'm staying away from these planes. Real talk.
9/11 ritual continues. Let's get into it. Now, a multitude of things happened over the past couple days, starting with the death of the former Vice President, Dick Cheney, who died on November 3rd, who was Vice President at the time of 9/11. Then we have the first Muslim mayor of New York City, Mamdani, winning the election. Then we have a plane crash, which was a UPS carrier that went down in Louisville, in which was flight 2976. Now, can anybody tell me how many victims, excluding the hijackers, died in 9/11? Yeah, 2976. Same number. Now, that was on the FBI website, but if you go to Wikipedia, it actually says 2977. If you add Dick Cheney's death, he's that last person. Now, where did this plane crash? At the Muhammad Ali International Airport. Now, who did they say that was one of the hijackers responsible for 9/11? Khalid Muhammad. Coincidence? Let's keep going. Now, in that plane crash, the Louisville mayor stated that there was 9 people that got killed and 11 others injured. What? And this thing just keeps going because the type of plane it was decommissioned from the passenger service on October 26, 2014, in which from the time it went down, 9 days, 11 years. Now, going back to Mamdani, he was born October 18th, 1991. From that time to when Trump got inaugurated in office this year, it was 33 years, 3 months, and 3 days. You mean to tell me that the tower stood 33 years before they fell? And let's not forget that Trump is from New York. Not to mention that UPS plane only reached 175 feet before crashing, right? You guys, that's the same flight number as the second plane in 9/11. How? And the cherry on top, they said that second plane had a 33% load factor. Got it. If you guys don't think that we live in a matrix by now, I can't help you. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube Maverick Approach and let me know what you guys think about all this down below.
Subscribe to bro, man. He killing it out here. That's crazy though. What a coincidence.
Iran has just launched missiles at U.S. bases. 6 missiles reportedly fired at a base in Qatar. That's the largest U.S. military base in the Middle East, and more aimed at a base in Iraq. Explosions were heard over Doha, air raid sirens, interceptors scrambling. The United States Embassy literally told Americans to shelter in place. Airspace is absolutely closed. This isn't a drill. This is a credible escalation. Iran is officially retaliating for Trump's massive airstrike on their nuclear facilities. And while some of those missiles were shot down, this sends one very clear message. We are in it now. It's now U.S. troops, U.S. bases, U.S. citizens directly in the line of fire. And if Iran thinks Trump is going to back down after this, they clearly haven't been paying attention. We're watching history unfold in real time.
That's crazy. Something fell out of the sky. Something fell out of the sky and fucking landed and is causing a fire. What the fuck could that be? This is I'm right now in Pawtucket, going west on the east from Los Alamos. It must have just happened because it wasn't. This is crazy. What the hell could that have been? What kind of craft could that have been that caused such a thing? See, there's obviously a jet. There's a jet flying that way. This is crazy. This just happened. This literally just happened. If that's what I heard when I was at the house, this is crazy.
Someone was messing around on Google Maps and zoomed into Sudan. This is now going absolutely viral on Twitter. Look what they found from these satellite images. And it's as bad as you think it is. Reports are saying there's a Shmena going on in Sudan. What does that look like? Not cattle. And apparently it has something to do with the United Arab Emirates, which is funding a certain organization, which they are trying to seemingly cause some type of disturbance in Sudan because there's a bunch of oil and gold there. Now, what people have done is they've marked all these different areas on Google Maps and said, free Sudan. Sudan, you know, there's all types of, people are putting their own waypoints on the map at different sites of these type of horrific activities. and are titling it something different, like Free Sudan or, Sudan, Help Sudan, blah, blah, blah. So this is something we've heard nothing about in the media. Absolutely nothing. I'm sure something's going to come out about it now because the silence is deafening. Everyone's talking about this right now.
When we
I ain't gonna lie. I looked that up, y'all. That's real.
invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
First, we've got population. Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
What do we need humans for? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games.
And substituting humans for machines is going to be far easier in those countries that have declining populations.
Please think about what you in your organization can do to help human population decrease.
Andy and I are now aligned on the live every moment with as much joy as you can, because, and to my other point, you never know when shit's gonna hit the fan. So enjoy it now, because you never know when you might have to, flee your house because it catches fire, or flee the country because a war breaks out, or,
Getting arrested in a foreign country.
Yeah, getting arrested in a foreign country. And I'm a big believer of seeing the writing on the wall. I don't think that, my advice to people is don't be complacent. Just like Andy said, don't be complacent in your business, but don't be complacent in your life either. Before World War II kicked off, there was tons of writing on the wall of what was coming. And people just kept thinking to themselves, that can't happen here. It can't get that bad, can it?
Are you trying to tell me something?
So the writing on the wall for Americans is that we are transitioning into something new. We will never go back to what we were. And so you either need to be a part of creating the new America, or you need to start thinking about where else you're going to go. Because the America we knew before no longer exists, and it will never come back. This is new America now. So you either take part in it or you leave.
Okay, so what is old America under your definition?
So old America, and I'm not that old. So, old America in my lifetime has been a series of, the government appearing to work together, the appearing to do things, to improve the lives of people, but also, I think, becoming complacent over time. The last several terms, we've had a strong executive that has slowly become stronger, which I don't think is the way that we should be going, but that's what's happened. And a Congress who is constantly in deadlock, so nothing is happening. And so we continue, the immigration problem. Why is the immigration problem a problem? This could have been fixed decades ago, honestly. Decide what you want for immigration. Decide what you want your policy to be, right? And the policy, clearly, I think most people agree, isn't open doors. So if it's not open doors, what do you want? And then make that policy happen. So, I think we've had a history now of an executive getting stronger. For some reason, the American people want a strong man.
So when you say the executive, you mean the president?
The president, yeah.
The president's getting more power to do things?
Yes.
This right here tripped me out. There are owners of private prisons that are suing the states that they are contracted to put people in prison in right now in this country. Let me say that again now. There are owners of private prisons that have been contracted by the states to put their prison in that state and put people in prison, that are suing those states because they promised them a certain amount of occupancy. And since they've changed some of their laws to be more lenient on locking people up, which has reduced the population in the prison, And now they suing them for that makeup because they promised them more people than they got. This is how much of a business putting people in jail is. That because they operating at 50% and y'all promised me 75, 80%, I can sue y'all now because y'all ain't locking up enough people. Yeah, because y'all reduced and changed some of y'all laws, so y'all not locking people up for simple shit no more, like y'all was. Now, our jails ain't as full, we not making as much money. So either y'all gonna have to pay me the money that y'all, the difference, or y'all gotta lock some more people up. And the states can't afford to pay them out the pocket straight, so now they in court going back and forth right now over this. Like, yo, this is crazy. This is how much of a commodity and how much of a business it is to lock people up in America. Because, you know, back in the day, whatever was getting 100 a day, it's probably more than that now, 200 a day or whatever for each prisoner. But yeah, you know, you promised me when I set this prison up, I was gonna be at 80%, 75, 80% occupancy. And now I've been operating at 50%. I'm losing money. Now y'all got to do something. Something got to change. Y'all got to lock some of these cats up, or y'all gonna have to pay me. So like that's crazy. Like, how is putting people in the jail just become a business? I thought jail was supposed to be a deterrent for people not to do crime. So if everybody just stopped doing crime, then what's supposed to happen then? Now, that's gonna be a problem, huh? Really? Crazy. This is insane. Insane, yeah. Like when I read that, I couldn't believe it. Like, how you suing people because they ain't bringing up people to your jail? Yeah, it's a large number. Yeah. The jail's supposed to stay 80% full. Yeah. Keep them in here. Lock them up. Yeah. That's how you can make their money. That's the revenue, baby. The number's at the top. I got to reach this number. So I need this amount of capacity to reach that number. 50 won't do it. I got too many empty cells in here, baby. I need beds got to be filled, baby. I got beds that need to be filled, baby. Come on, now. Hey, like the hotel. Just exactly like a hotel. What are you talking about? The same model. Come on now. And then, like I said, they in court right now trying to get that paper.
Look, man, and this is crazy, man, that a lot of people can't see the play. You can't see the play. Through music and stuff like this, they perpetuate certain energies, and that's why you think like hip-hop right now, we have no like real good albums coming out. You want to know why? It's because the people that they allow to make music are the ones that they can control. See, when they sign these contracts, they're not able to freely create music anymore. That's why you'll hear your favorite artists before they get famous. They got different types of sounds and music. And then when they get signed to a label, they drop an album like once every 5 years or something like that. And it's something super terrible with a bad message over and over and over again. And we've caught on, y'all. We're stronger than that. We're smarter than that. We see the plays. They perpetuate these tough mentalities, and going to jail is a macho thing. I did this time, so I'm this street nigga. Like that's just crazy to me. That's diabolical to me. No, you're a slave. That's what you are. You're a fucking slave. All of y'all that go to jail and you perpetuate this lifestyle, y'all slaves when y'all go to jail. So that's what you need to be rapping about. That's real talk. That's real slavery. And I mean, even us on the outside too, we are, but we're starting to break free from this system, and a lot of those people are too as well. I just have to put that out there because we're transitioning. We're getting through these different energies and blocks of energy that they've been trying to stop us from getting to. We're trying to resonate at a higher level, and they've been trying to stop us the entire time. And the system is collapsing right before our eyes. We've been narrating, seeing this whole thing through for many different years, man. Look, it's happening right before our eyes. Can y'all see the play? Don't live in fear. Stop being afraid of pandemics and, these big events that they say are going to happen. They got 3i-atlas orbiting the planet right now. The government has shut down. There's a lot of different weird things that's going on that we just don't know about, me included. But shit, we're going to get through this thing together. But just know the system is collapsing. Can y'all feel it? Can y'all feel that energy? Are y'all rising? Are y'all stepping into y'all power? Because I know me and my community, we're going to be getting together, growing our own shit, living amongst each other in abundance and freedom. We the people. We'll inherit the earth.
Yeah. Overall, I think there's quite a bit of abdication of responsibility around like what are we going to do as people's jobs start being taken fairly aggressively? Luckily, there's a massive population drop coming, so maybe everything is just fate and it's going to work out okay. But I feel
Luckily, she's diabolical.
like we might get like very, very, very good AI across every pillar of art before there aren't any more people to make art.
Very strange Halloween costume that appeared during Trump's Halloween party. It's a McDonald's sign saying billions and billions served, with a child in a stroller, and the sign says order here right above it. That's really strange, don't you think? But yeah, Daddy Trump decided to throw an extravagant Halloween party instead of just reopening the government and paying the government officials that haven't been paid for over a month. He decided to throw a Halloween party with some strange symbolism sprinkled in there. The M in the McDonald's logo is from a black magic book. It's a sigil. And Ronald McDonald himself looks like an absolute weirdo. Look at all that red stuff around his face. Oh, but he's just a clown. Well, have you seen Castaway? Have you seen the hoodie that Ellen DeGeneres was wearing? That Jay-Z was wearing? That thing right there, that weird face. Do you know what that means? Yeah. So they found remains of human teeth in McDonald's food before. But let's just continue to eat that garbage. Entertainment only, they definitely do not put human meat in McDonald's.
So there's a theory going around that Americans are experiencing zoochosis.
Why is everything so boring right now? Like, I am so bored with everything.
People have been saying that it feels like the world that we once knew just vanished. It's like we went to sleep and woke up one day and nothing was the same.
Everything just feels empty. You wake up, you do the same stuff for the most part, and then when you do things that are supposed to be fun, it doesn't hit the same way like it used to.
And life ain't just life no more. My bitch dry as
Humans are experiencing zoochosis. I 100% believe that. So zoochosis is basically a form of mental illness that animals get from being in a zoo, from having a repetitive lifestyle that is not natural to them. The government can solve hunger by simply planting fruit trees on the streets, but they refuse to do that because they engineer homelessness to teach you what happens if you fall out of line.
For example, there are a lot of people right now who are talking like this.
You realize everything is fake, from the TV to the politicians to the jobs to the money to the power to the government to literally everything that's out there. It's all fake, and it's all a system rigged against us, and it's all fake. The medicine, the agriculture, the school system, literally everything is all fake.
Hell, even this reality has completely changed in some way, shape, or form. It's like the planet had hit pause, and when it restarted, everything had been switched. And nobody can really put into words what's happened or what is currently happening. So I'm gonna let this guy over here explain what he feels like is going on.
But I see where a lot of people have been talking about the same topic, about how their life, this is what they're saying in the comment section, that their life doesn't feel the same to them anymore. Kind of like they're half in this world and half out of this world. And I just want you guys to know, for the ones that feel that way, that you're not alone, because I feel that way every single day. Every single day, I no longer feel like the person I once was. And it's almost like I don't even recognize life anymore. I mean, here I've been on this planet for 54 years, but this world feels so foreign to me. And ever since COVID, it seemed like we went through some kind of like time shift, and it just seems like everything is happening so much faster now. I know that things go faster as you get older. I understand that, but I'm not talking about that kind of thing. It seems like everything is in like extreme fast forward. The days fly by. There just seems like there isn't enough time to even get 2 things done in a day. 2 things before it's time to go to bed. It's like, Jesus, I didn't even have time to do 2 things. I have been trying to convey in a video what I'm talking about, and I'm not able to do it, you guys. I'm just not able to put my finger on it. How in the hell did we go from what we remember the world being like to this? How did it come to this? What the hell happened to life? What the hell happened to this world? What the hell happened to people? Nobody wants to do anything anymore. Nobody wants to get together anymore. Nobody cares about anything. You can't even talk to people about anything today and have them even give a damn about anything. Nobody cares. This world is just like gray.
So anybody else resonates with what he's saying? Because it's like we're all waiting for something to pop through, and the anticipation is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of heavy energy in the atmospheres because it feels like we're waiting for something. And this, I believe, is this 3D to 5D ascension thing. Because in the new world, you can't take politics, you can't take government, you can't take jobs, you can't take none of this stuff with you. So their world has to be removed. It has to be dismantled. But I truly believe this is the reason why a lot of people are feeling this way.
It's like, it kind of feels like the movie has stopped. It kind of feels like the movie stopped and we're just like forcing ourselves to go to different scenes. Like, I gotta go to work. That's right. Yeah, that's what we do here, right? Like energy, like I can't explain it. It's like we stopped the movie almost and we're recalibrating.
Is it me or this feels like the weirdest year in history for real? Or in my existence. And I don't think it's because we older now. Something about this year specifically. Energy is just so stale. Not negative, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say it's negative. It's just different than it's ever been.
I'm not suicidal, but like, I am tired. I'm ready for my soul to be set free. I don't give a fuck about money. I don't give a fuck about fame. I don't give a fuck about the politics or whatever. All this fucking shit I really don't give a fuck about. Like, I'm just so tired of all these responsibilities I never asked for. I'm tired of living in survival mode. I'm tired of living in what feels like the fucking Matrix. Like, I'm genuinely fucking tired. I'm learning how to stay present, to enjoy life, focus on what I can control, but like, at the end of the day, I'm not afraid of death. Whenever and however it happens, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see what's next, or, you know, finally be set free, be at peace.
The only one who peeped that the energy of the world, it feel off right now. And I ain't just talking about no politics or talking about I'm talking about spiritually, that feel off. Like, something feel like spiritual attacks or some shit. It feel different right now. Like, and I know how to read energy and shit and knowing shit off. It's off right now.
Half of the United States workers says they're at a breaking point. Every other person you see is quietly crumbling.
So I'm not trying to scare anybody right now, but I think something flipped for all of us. I think there's been a massive shift in reality.
Because here's the thing, you still got responsibilities, you still got bills, you still got kids to pay, you still got kids to raise, you still got food to get, you still got to do all the regular things that everybody else still has to do while knowing that it's all fake. So I don't know if you're going through this like I am, but if you are, you understand how difficult this part is to know that you have a higher soul, you have a higher power, you are part of a higher power, and you're here in this simulation or artificial matrix or whatever this thing is, and you have to participate in it because you're in it and it stretches so deeply that you can't just step out of it because you just can't do that. I mean, I guess you could. I guess you could go live by yourself in isolation, you know, out in the woods or up on a mountain or something, but that's not real life. And it's such a really weird spot to be because like literally everything that you knew and loved and was literally like crumbles right in front of you. But then you realize that you still have to participate in the thing that you know right now is not real. And
Think about it like this. In the Matrix movie, Neo, Morpheus, Trinity, all of them were unplugged, but they still kept going back in because the Oracle existed in the Matrix. The reason for everything, the reason for why the reality of the real world, what's happening, why it's distorted, why trying to understand it more. There's something that you needed to pick up, and the Oracle is speaking to you through the different experiences you've implanted into your Matrix. The mastery of the Matrix, the real world, and what part you play in between that is your journey. Everybody's Matrix series is playing out right now. Literally, like the first movie, the second movie, you know, the resurrection, everything that's playing out. So this is your movie. This is your simulation. This is what you are projecting and this is what you are creating. So it's about you mastering it, like literally becoming Neo, becoming the one in your own self. But sometimes you have to go back in it and understand parts of yourself, understand parts of your programming and why, you know, you came in this part of this time. What fuels you, what energies, what changes you, what makes you want to be in a different space. And I guess until you learn what the Oracle is teaching you in this certain experience, in what you're plugged into, you'll live it, and then you'll move forward, and you will master that, and you will never look back.
Neo realized that nothing was real. He broke out the Matrix. He realized everything had a code to it. That's why when they were shooting at him, the agents were shooting at him, and everything went green. He was seeing the codes, the numbers and the signs. He was seeing the codes. How you think Jesus was able to walk on water? Because he knew everything was an illusion. He knew everything was a code. That's how we break out the Matrix, y'all. We have to be more than the system. That's how you reach Christ consciousness. Once you reach Christ consciousness, you understand that nothing is real. You realize everything has a code.
When I'm seeing people who are in a state of tiredness, they don't have a will to do anything. They don't have a desire to exist in that matrix. That is the fuel. When you realize that this is not stimulating for me, this is not the space, this is not, there is this, just, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel like anything. I don't feel like doing anything. I'm not, this is the, and this is the unplugging. This is where you realize and you look around and you see everybody sitting in these tubs and they're connected to this system that's never ending. And I want you to know that this is not where it ends. This is literally that was the first movie. Him being unplugged and him navigating himself and navigating how is he the one? He can't be the one. This doesn't make sense. And it's like you are in your own Matrix movie. You are the master. You are the one. You are the Neo. I feel this strong feeling, and I was feeling it as like this full moon was happening, and I don't know if it was just a collective feeling, but what I've been seeing on my timeline is that everybody has been feeling like there's a change, there's something going on. They're tired. Everybody's tired, and they don't have no desire to exist in this world that has been shaped. I think some of us have been suppressing it because I see the Matrix, I see the planning, and I see everything that's harvesting, but it's like, okay, I'm still participating in it. But you got to think about, rewatch the Matrix, see why they had to go back in, why they had to experience certain things for them to get certain codes and get certain activations within them. This is where you start to actually remember your organic self. But you got to have a process where you're unplugging, and you know how he was sitting on that table with all them needles in, and he was trying to, just reconnect with his body and reconnect with himself.
Here's what I promise. Something in the world is shifting. There's an energetic change that's happening at a pace that is now so unbelievably clear that the people that can feel it know exactly what I'm talking about. And the people that don't feel it are simply finding ways to distract themselves from it. What used to matter doesn't matter like it does now. The priorities that we had, the flashiness, the significance that we craved, there's more pain, more discomfort, and more lessons that are coming to us as a collective species on Earth than we've ever had. And it's preparing us for something much bigger that's coming. And do I know what that is? No. But my guess is that it's a new way of living, a new way of thinking, a new way collectively that we start going about the world and caring for one another and letting go of judgment, letting go of criticism and hatred and division, and come back to the purest thing that is in every single human being, which is love. And with that is going to be a lot of untangling, a lot of letting go, a lot of facing ourselves and feeling pain come in and discomfort and just not good feelings, so we can face it and hold it and honor it and shift it and release it.
And that's why that's why I decided to make this video, because this is something that we as a collective have been suppressing for a while. But it's really an internal thing, because it starts internally and then it just projects, and it creates, you just create a whole new world, a whole new realm, a whole new reality for yourself. You dodge the bullets. You're literally walking through the simulation. You're mastering the levels and the layers you have sunken into. That's what I want this video to be a reminder for.
Earth is a PhD masterclass for the soul. Before we ever arrived here to play the Earth game, we as souls chose our curriculum. Just like in college when you pick the programs you want to take, Here on Earth, we pick our lessons, our matrix programs, and our own evolution. When you look at your life,
If y'all wonder why I'm just watching this, like, this resonates with me. That's why I included this in this compilation for sure. Like, I seen a little snippet of it and I was like, oh yeah, that's why I had to, that's one of the reasons why I had to like disappear for a little bit. I'm not here to spam y'all with a bunch of videos, man, just because I make a living from doing videos. I can make videos every day and just keep racking up, but that's not me at the core of who I am. I had to understand, like, you know, I'm a different type of person. I'm here for a different reason. I'm here to just raise our consciousness, bring awareness to all of us, and try to figure out a way for us to figure this out together. There's nobody over the other. And I just had to disconnect for a while because I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my soul. Like I said, I had a download and it said that I needed to be light. And I took that as, you know, I need to be open. I need to be light. I need to regulate my emotions and just everything about myself and just let the weight just lift off of me so I could become light as a feather, like the scale of my eye, pretty much. But let's get back to it though. This is beautiful.
challenge, every limitation, every environment you were born into, you didn't just.
And it's just like, bro, how many of y'all feel like that? I don't care about money. I don't care about fashion like that. I don't care about nothing no more. I'd rather just get back to some basic stuff, like chill with the kids, play in the grass, go outside in the woods, grow some crops, build some things, be around cool people, man, that's like-minded. I don't know, man. Smash that like button if y'all been feeling that lately.
Stumble into it by accident. Your soul chose it because it knew exactly what you needed to grow. And this is so important to really understand because you cannot evolve by separating from your experience or rejecting it. You evolve by understanding how it has served you. Everything serves you. Like take religion, for example. Some souls choose to be born into that program. Religion trains people to outsource their power to a priest, to a pastor, to a book, a rule, a fear of hell. That in itself is a curriculum. And yet the very reason the soul chose it is because one day, after years of outsourcing or lifetimes of outsourcing, it would finally wake up and say, wait, this no longer works for me. The kingdom of God is within me, and I know what's best for me. And in that shift, there's evolution because they're going from powerlessness to inner sourced power. It's evolution. That's a graduation from one course into the next. That's just one example because religion isn't the only program. Scarcity and lack is a program. Disempowerment, victimhood, unworthiness. These are all courses. And your soul said, I'll take this one because I want to remember who I really am by moving through it and actually experiencing it. So to the soul, nothing is wasted. Nothing. Every program was chosen. Every program serves you. The whole point of this masterclass is to realize that all of it, every single thing, was here to lead you back to your own power. If you feel called to evolve beyond the matrix programmings, clear your energetic field, and step into your true power, join us at Awakening Inner Circle. We start on October 1st, and the link is in the bio.
I'm going to insert the video that I made on TikTok just so y'all on YouTube can see it.
There's been a massive shift in reality.
Everything is so boring because you realize that you are in captivity. Emotionally, you may be having all of these feelings of boredom or things are not right. I just feel like I'm in a loop, in a cage, a zoochosis that has trapped you in an artificial environment. Your mind waking up to this understanding that you're in a vampiric energy harvesting cage. You're feeding something that never will be satisfied and it's a never ending loop. And now most of the people in the Western Hemisphere are talking like this.
To literally everything that's out there, it's all fake and it's all a system rigged against us and it's all fake. The medicine, the agriculture, the school system, literally everything is all fake.
So now I want you to think about like why we exist in this time. Like why did your soul come here? Like I believe we all came here having our souls exist right now because of this very feeling. Like for a long time, humans have been existing in this vampiric energy harvesting spell where everything is in reversal of your organic self. And that's where the zoochosis comes in because it's like
That's why they angry because they can't keep y'all in those cells anymore, man. Them jail cells. Guess what? They're designed like that because they drain your energy. Everything that's in that jail cell, everything is working against you. They usurp your energy. That's all it is.
Something doesn't feel right. And the ones who have been feeling this for a long time have been shut up. It's like the animal in the zoo, knowing that there's something wrong, but they can't put their finger on it. So they form zoochosis, something that's pulling you from your natural organic source, where they're not enslaving you physically anymore. They're doing it psychologically and spiritually, to where you're trapped. And then you have these emotions, but you know your soul feels that this is not natural. But I just want to say that the unplugging is not the end. In the Matrix series, that was in the first movie. That's when everything started to really open up. Because this hamster wheel has been running and our energy has been going to something that it will never be satisfied, us being here, being in awareness of what has been going on this planet. And for the ones who still are feeding that, this is why I'm saying your boredness, you feeling like something is off, because it is. You observing that everybody else is not feeling this, but you know that it's going on. Remember that the unplugging is not the end. It's you literally being a voyager. You are helping anchoring the source back in here. You are a vessel. Our family, this planet, everything that's been trapped here, you're the one. You're the Neo. In the scene in the Matrix, she said you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to understand why. And your feelings, your emotions about this planet, about your body, about whatever is in your life is that very reason. Think about it. If you know that something is wrong and you have this light inside of you, why would you come to a metaphorically dark place? If you know how you're feeling, imagine how everyone else feels. But remember, that's the fuel. Because you're not responsible for saving this world or saving your family or trying to start a revolution. So then you begin to ask, what's your place here? You remember the conversation in the kitchen with the Oracle and Neo, and she was like, I can see an end. I can see the destruction. I can see death. And he asked, what is it? And he was like, and she said, it's your opposite. He is you, the Agent Smith that's terrifying and making everything worser. All of these feelings lead you to a better understanding of your mind, your body, your soul, the earth, the universe, God, the quantum realm, the self-mastery, the ascended masters that everybody brags about in different hemispheres of the planet. Moral of the story is that everything that you are feeling right now is only leading you more to yourself, more to breaking out of the compression and the suppression of yourself. With that being said, I know that I am a vessel, and certain things that I feel, I know that I represent something much more bigger. And my time here and my experience here and me just landing here in this current time on this planet is for a reason. And anytime when I have strong feelings like I had a lot of strong feelings about one of my family members who ended up in a hospital because he was being overworked, and he's 65, 67, and it made me think about the Matrix. It made me feel a lot of feelings that I saw in the videos and on my timeline of what other people were feeling at this moment. And I hope that this changed you guys' perspective, and as I was trying to ground myself in that moment. So yeah, down below I have my podcast, which is called The Eve Gene, and I also linked my song Who Are You, and it goes into what we talked about today, and being at that bridge state where you are still seeing what's behind you and you can't really see what's ahead of you, but you know that you're in the in-between and you're trying to find your grounding. So I hope y'all like the song. It's called Who Are You. It's out everywhere. I will see y'all on the next video. Let me know what y'all think down below, and what have y'all been feeling, and what emotions have you been releasing, especially during this heavy full moon. So I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on the next video. And we're doing good. All of us are pioneering. This is like a whole new world, a whole new space, and everything is changing and breaking down, and we are the ones that's building. So every single day, every single step, every single moment of growth and stillness and pause and healing is all for it's all for a bigger thing than you even, recognize. So I'm gonna see y'all. I love y'all.
Hey, she killed that, man. Y'all go ahead and follow her, man. The Real Kaya. Like she said, she got her podcast, The Real Eve Gene. The Eve Gene. She got her song coming out. Y'all go ahead and support her. I've been putting her on the channel since forever. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, but She's killing it now on YouTube, just like many others that I have put in these videos since I started this wave. Most of the people, if you can tell, look at the energy that we put out here, y'all. Y'all been smashing that like button. Y'all been sharing the videos. Y'all been talking to y'all families about these. Just, you know what I'm saying, starting a conversation. And what happened is these videos have spread. Look at most of the best creators that I've put on these videos. And then you go now and look at YouTube. They've started YouTube channels. And some of y'all probably watch them, which is dope. You know, the people that started this movement, these are the people, the type of people, not the people that, you know, I don't need to get into that. You feel me? But they're doing an amazing job, and they built their communities brick by brick, and we all did this together. And I'm proud of them. Real talk. I'm proud of every last one of y'all. If y'all watch my channel, I put y'all in my videos. I'm proud of every last one of y'all. Y'all keep spreading y'all stories, these positive vibes. And let's get back to this video, though.
I think now is a really, really good time to remind everybody that being broke is not a personal failing. It is a systemic one. And it is not a reason to eliminate yourself from connection and from access to your community. For many
I don't know about that one, man. Look, I don't know. How many of y'all like that? Hey, if I'm broke, no, I'm not going nowhere. But I've had some of the best times when I was my brokest, though. I have some of the worst times when I've had the most money. Real talk. It's crazy how that works out sometimes, don't it? But it's a lesson in everything, because I learned that money is not everything. Money is not happiness. Money is not you. Just like I understood that my YouTube channel is not me. This is just a YouTube channel. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm separate from these things. But you learn a lesson with everything, but I don't know. I think I'm still kind of like that too. I'm not going nowhere if I ain't got no money, bro. I'm not. I want to be able to do things the way I want to do them.
years, I appeared to be a really terrible friend because I was super flaky because I was broke. And I was too ashamed and in too much financial depression to admit to my people that the reason why I couldn't go get coffee is because I had negative $25 in my bank account at any given day, and that was a good day. And I want to remind people that now is a really, really great time to offer accessible and free opportunities to see your friends. I am not the person that you need to go have dinner with. If I suggest dinner, babe, tell me let's go on a walk instead, and you don't have to say anything else. But we need to be incredibly aware of the fact that people ain't got it, and that's not a reason to not have community. Now is not the time to be ashamed of being broke. Now is not the time to shame the people we love for being broke. At the end of the day, we still need each other, and I will be damned if somebody that I love feels like they can't tell me that they ain't got it right now. Babe, none of us got it right now. And whether we're pretending we do or we don't, none of us.
Don't say none of us. But at the same time, I agree. But it's like a double-edged sword when it comes to that. Because if you tell people that you ain't got no money, y'all know how people are with money, and then somebody give you something. Now they feel like you they slave or something, or you can't say certain shit because you owe them money and shit like that. It's crazy. People, and then they give you the money, and then they hound you about it. I don't believe in giving money if you need that money. Don't give that person that money. Y'all can work together on some shit, but don't give them that, because then it's gonna mess your relationship up. Especially if you already know that they don't have the money and you're expecting for them to return the money. See, I like to give money when I'm not expecting for it back. You're not going to hear me say nothing about it. I'm not going to bring it up to nobody. I'm not going to hound you about it. You don't have to worry about feeling awkward around me, because I don't give a damn. I already consider that money gone to a good cause when I give it away. But a lot of people aren't like that, though. So I don't agree with that point right there, because y'all know how it is. Am I tripping? Let me know.
Us got it right now. So we don't have to go to dinner. We don't have to get wine. We don't have to go shopping. Let's go on a walk. Come over to my house. We'll share a broke charcuterie of American cheese and Ritz crackers. That is good with me. Because I be having that anyway. But yeah, I'm really, really focusing in on the fact that we need each other now more than ever. And one of the greatest weapons and tools of capitalism is that it forces those who need relationships the most out of them because they don't have money to keep up, especially today. There is nothing to keep up with. When community truly exists, there is no price to pay. There is no price for entry. You do not need to go to a nice 4-course meal in order to have friendship with me. And we all need to be saying that to the people that we love. It is not the time to be too ashamed to say you ain't got it. And more importantly, on the other side of that, we need to be incredibly aware of the financial landscape of the world, the systemic landscape of the world, and the fact that people need to know that we are a safe place even when they don't got it, and that they are deserving of friendship with us. I would rather see my people completely for free, because you ain't got to trick me into a good time. Because if I ain't got to spend money with you, I'm happy. I would rather see my people for free than not see you at all. I would rather see you
Facts.
broke than not see you at all. That's what we need to be telling our people. All right? Love you.
Once again, I don't know about that one, man. Like, I don't know about that one. Look, if I'm broke, I'm gonna stay out the way. I'm put my head down, not in the bad way. I'm just gonna get focused, and I get to it. I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Always have. You know, either there's day trading, there's I'm really good at that, like day trading, and you know, figuring out where you put little money at so you can make little things, little side hustles, stuff like that. It's nothing wrong. And lately I've seen a rapper get hounded on the internet from fans saying that he was out Uber Eating. Like that's diabolical to me. Like, we got to get smarter. Not everybody has a lot of money. Not all of these celebrities are rich. Like, pretty much probably like 75, maybe 80% of celebrities are regular. I'm not going to say they're broke, but they're regular. You feel me? They don't have an abundance of money just because they end up on somebody's music video or TV show. They don't make that much money, y'all, unless they're the top like 1%, making millions every movie or something like that. You know? It's diabolical. But they was slandering this man on the internet because he went viral from 2 songs. I don't want to say his name because it's gonna keep dragging it. But if you know, you know. They dragging this young man, and he's in his early 20s. But I love the way that he handled it because he understood. Like, look, my songs went viral. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, cool. But I still gotta find a way to make money. That was then. This is now. You should never slander somebody for making an honest living. But I mean, we live in a crazy world right now, but hey, look, the reset is coming. It's happening right before our eyes.
Hey, Thanksgiving coming up, and y'all know what that means. Fuck Thanksgiving. Fuck that day. Them people was eating us. Them people slimed us out, took everything from us. Didn't want to give us a weak-ass holiday. Tell us, link up with the family, cook some weak-ass turkey. Like, all that other shit wasn't going on. Them people was eating us. All jokes aside, then they want us to celebrate that day. They give folks a day off work, tell the kids, y'all ain't got to go to school just so you can give all of your energy to that shit, man. Fuck Thanksgiving. What the fuck did they give us? What the fuck is we thanking them for? Man, stop playing.
Yeah. Message.
Now, when it comes to the SNAP benefits closing, the vast majority of people on the planet don't even realize it's actually a divine eviction notice from dependency, because food stamps was supposed to be used for a transitional energy. It's not supposed to be used as a generational identity. Now, in 1939, the Roosevelt administration is what created the SNAP benefits program through the Democratic Party of what I call the deep state shadow government. So the SNAP benefits program being eradicated is actually a good thing because it was being used as a mechanism to destabilize the unity amongst people. So when the system falls and takes away the crutch, your ass shouldn't be afraid to walk again, because this energy is going to beget more unity. This is where gardens start to grow again. This is where you start to connect with certain people for resources. So this is basically the epitome of the rise of the matriarch. This is the beginning points of it. If you want to be real, the reason why the great majority of people are upset about not getting food stamps is because of Thanksgiving. Fuck Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving was never our holiday. It's basically the colonizer's trophy dinner. So why would you want to celebrate the slaughter and the disconnection of tribes while pretending to be about family at the same time. That don't make sense to me.
Message.
All of a sudden, all the Santa Clauses and ornaments are black. Even Frosty. The elves. What the fuck, you guys? Not one white Santa. What the fuck? I know damn well y'all better not spend not one dime on no fucking decorations for these holidays. Not one damn dime. While the rich is getting richer, the poor is getting poorer, and y'all still spending money on holidays? And they done made every fucking ornament and Santa Claus black? What the fuck?
I told. Hey, look. Hey, if y'all don't know, hey, bro, look. Absolutely, like, look. If you don't know, like, you go into the store, you rarely see a black anything when it comes to a holiday. And now all of a sudden, that don't nobody want to celebrate this shit. A lot of white people been on the internet saying, "Oh, we boycotting all this shit because the SNAP benefits." You know, they got like 76% of that shit. So I feel it out here. Some people need that shit. All right, I get it. But they boycotted that shit, and then they like, cause since we ain't said nothing really like publicly like that, but we ain't been fucking with nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. We been fed up. We logged out a long time ago. But then they hitting us with this. Oh, you know, we're gonna push it on you guys, but we don't fuck with y'all either. Y'all been trying to push divide this whole damn time. Oh no. We not buying that, baby. Y'all gonna be broke as hell this year. Yeah, that's what we doing. Well, for the rest, I mean, we don't need to celebrate none of that stuff at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. We don't. That's destroyed communities. Y'all see where the divide at. I don't need to drop deep into it. All the religions and stuff like that. They make you think that slavery is a good thing. And oh, it was ordained. Oh man, it was supposed to happen this way. And cap. And slavery didn't even happen the way that they said it happened. Capping. You feel me? All the truth is out here in the world, and they're still looking crazy. They're like a person that got caught cheating with the nuts hanging out, caught them red-handed with the nuts hanging out, and they said it's not me. And then they try to gaslight everybody to make it seem like it's us that's cheating. We're cheating because we caught them cheating. It's diabolical. But look, let's get back to it. It's crazy, bro.
I told y'all that Donald Trump said that these holidays are hurting our economy. I mean, did y'all see that Dollar Tree is putting glass doors on their shelves now? But nonetheless, right? Donald Trump said he was canceling the holidays. And now Mariah Carey, who is known for Christmas, for the holidays with the songs and everything like that, her commercial literally just told y'all that Christmas is canceled. Literally telling you guys.
Halloween sleep, but now it's spill the tea. Who's the thief? Busted.
Bad news, Mariah Carey. The elves are striking this year. Elf revenge for putting us through holiday hell. Santa's helper quit. I'm plotting all this so I can afford elf therapy.
That's my blush, elf boy.
Your lipstick? I'm taking it. Christmas is canceled. No bells, no cheer, no glam. Bye, sweetie.
You can't cancel Christmas.
Any last words?
Did y'all hear that? Y'all, it's so bad out there that the elves can't afford to feed themselves, so they gotta sell things off too. See, a lot of y'all think this is joking, but Mariah is known as the voice of Christmas. When the elves took her lipstick away, her lipsticks to our ears, right? Her song, her music, which what we know Mariah to be famous for. She's literally telling y'all to signal that this stuff is really over, y'all. Like, we're literally in a new timeline. Things have shifted, y'all. So if Christmas is canceled, then what's getting ready to replace it? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Shit. What y'all gonna replace it with?
Let me let y'all know something, man. They not opening the government back up. To all of them employees that being laid off during this crisis, it's over with. They not opening the government back up. This been the plan the whole time, y'all. Make it make sense. I'm pretty sure by now y'all done seen them people in Houston at the airport, thousands of people at the airport, no employees there. TSA didn't show up because you know the government paid them. Look, it's over with. There is no government. That's the big secret. Y'all haven't caught on yet. Listen, man, they running a psyops on us every week to see if we gonna go for it. They running a psyops on us every week to see if we gonna go for what they putting down, y'all. Make it make sense. And guess what? People are going for it. They still going to work. They still paying taxes. Make it make sense. These billionaires could have been kicked the money in for Snap. They could have been kicked down the money for Snap, y'all. Make it make sense. Y'all, it's over with. The way we was living, it's over with. If y'all don't understand that this is the time that we need to come together, it don't matter the color, it don't matter the race, none of that matters right now. It's over with. The government over with. Get in the comments and let me know what you think.
Do y'all think the government will open back up? I mean, it kind of has to, but I don't think in the same fashion. I think a lot of things are changing because I've been telling y'all for a while that these things were going to occur. Not the government shutdowns. We can all predict that. That shit happens every damn time they gotta goddamn decide on something. It's a shutdown. We get that. But this has been the longest one in history. But it's for many other reasons that the mass majority of people, I don't think they no. It's a reason why they're stopping certain things for being taught in schools and stuff like that. They want to get you away from the information. They want to misdirect you. They want to cross you over like AI. That's bars right there. Think about it. They want to cross y'all over like AI. Think about it. Misdirection. This country right here, they taught us in school that pretty much this government right here has been ruling, and that's all it has ever been. There's been no other governments or leadership organizations prior to, but that was all the lie, and we all know who've been here. Shit is going back. If you think about it, like this metaphor right here, the sun is heating up, the planet is getting hotter, right? That's why they're trying to spray the skies. That's their thought process on behind spraying the skies, amongst other reasons. But if you look at metal, just like our genetics, it bends. If it's left in the heat, it would bend back to its original shape. Pretty much, the sun is getting hotter. They're digging bunkers. They're restructuring how they want to manipulate and, keep people in the slave program. But it all has to collapse. Or their best attempt to revamp it, to hide the hand on what they've already done through the years. But the system will collapse and we will inherit this earth again. Real talk. But look, it is what it is, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next video. Smash that like button. Look, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. We just get on here. We have these conversations. If you disagree, disagree. If you want to be disrespectful, just know you would never say that to me in real life. And I'm just going to block you in the comments. But I do appreciate the people that vibe with me and stuff like that. And I see you on the next video. Like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. I see you on the next video. And I'm out though. Blah.